What is up, and welcome to night number 2 of TakeOver Mexico City, baby, as we are bringing to you live AAA action from Mexico City. And it looks like tag team action will start our match as the Good Brothers are here in the building, and they're about to go up against Psycho Clown. And who is Psycho Clown's partner here tonight? Maybe a member from the Psycho Circus, because that's what we love to see, the Psycho Circus here. And this is the last night tonight of TakeOver for AAA. We were last week we were at Monterrey, and this week we are in Mexico City. Last week we were in Monterrey. This week we are in Mexico City here to close out this takeover that we are doing here in AAA. The first ever takeover of its kind. Huge matches last week. In case you didn't watch it, I'm going to go with the spoiler alert, so you got 3 seconds to get out of here before I spoil this for you. No, I'm not just kidding. You probably already saw it because you've watched every video up to this point, right? Duh. No, I'm just kidding, man. Last week, if you haven't seen it, you can go see it. It is there on our playlist of AAA events. You can just quiet this part, skip a couple seconds. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. God damn, I had to sneeze. I got some peppermint gum in my mouth right now. So definitely last week we saw a new Intercontinental Champion crown. Wait a second. The Magic Bullet. No, I'm just kidding. The Magic Killer set already there by the Good Brothers. But the Good Brothers are taking on one of AAA's best tag teams here in Pagano and Psycho Clown. But last week we saw the Intercontinental Championship defended here in Monterrey. And it was lost by Penta. Penta was not able to get the job done and beat Jack Cartwheel for it. But there is a rematch that will occur at Judgment Day's PLE just this week, too. Just this Sunday. So we'll see if Penta can reclaim that title and beat Jack Cartwheel for it. We saw Cedric Alexander and Aerostar compete in a matchup to determine the number 1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship at Campeonato de Cruceros. And tonight we will see if Aerostar can capture that title. He did beat Cedric Alexander last week. We saw a great women's tag match with Melly the Fan, Chic Tormenta, and Fabi Apache when they took on La Catalina. Wait a second. Pinfall. When they beat La Catalina, Bailey, and Reina de la Muerte. No, Bailey and Reina de la Muerte, and them, they got the win. Sorry if I misled you there, but La Catalina, Bailey, and Reina de la Muerte picking up a win last week. We saw Cybernetico and Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. in a battle, in a fight, in a brawl, and probably one of the better matches of the night last week. We saw that match happen at AAA TakeOver Monterrey. And then we saw TJP return, and TJP defeating Starboy Charlie in a fun matchup between both of them, 2 different styles going at it. And we saw our main event last week. We saw Flammer losing her title, one of the longest reigns in AAA of the Reina Championship. We saw her lose her title to Raquel Rodriguez at TakeOver. But tonight, I'm going to tell you right now, we're getting this matchup, this open challenge matchup by the Psycho Circus, inviting any tag team from anywhere they want to be. And the Good Brothers said, you know what, we would love to be here tonight. A team that is part of the MLW circuit, which we will also, now I'm going to break that to you here, we will start featuring the MLW series as well too. We will have a couple matches a week here, maybe twice a week, maybe once a week. I'll see how we go with the schedule on that one. But not only will we be introducing, we introduced TNA, now we'll also introduce New Japan, and we will also be introducing MLW, just more and more content in the universe aspect of it all. So I can't wait to see what comes of it. Can't wait to see where we go from it in the future here in the WWE TKO umbrella here on this channel, here on the UNC channel. Especially with nights like this, a takeover here tonight, a special event for AAA. But tonight, I'm going to let you know that's one of the matches that is occurring. We will also see in a Queen of the Ring qualifying matchup, Reina de la Muerte versus La Felina here. We will also see multiple King and Queen of the Ring matches right here. Laredo Kid versus Muertes and Mila Moore versus La Catalina to challenge in that Queen and King of the Ring qualifying, since AAA is included in that 64-person tournament on both the men's and women's side. So a lot of opponents here. Anyway, pinfall here. Pinfall. No. As Psycho Clown says, that's not happening to me, but Big Doc with the DDT. And then we will see a co-main event tonight, a ladder match for the AAA Cruiserweight Championship. Campeonato de Cruceros will be on the line as the champion Apollo takes on Aerostar. And we'll see how that goes here tonight. And then in our other co-main event, the closer will be Grande Americano, the OG Americano, with his boys Bruto and Credo. Bruto and Julio. Bruto and all of them, whatever they want to call themselves, will be taking on Bravo, Rayo, and El Grande Americano here to close it out in a huge 3-on-3 tag team matchup. And we know these matchups, anything can go and will go and must go. And what a huge night we have in store here for you again. And night 2 of TakeOver. Championships defended some qualifying matches for the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. And Pagano stepping into the ring now. And let's see what he's able to do here. Let's see if he's able to provide. Let's see if he's able to step into this role here, because this is going to be a tough one here. You're going to have quite the battle to compete with, as the Good Brothers joining AAA here tonight to show what they can do. And right now, back to it again. Pagano figuring that out, man. And now look at the kick right there. You missed it though, Pagano. A little bit short of it right there. A little bit short of it there. So good on him right now. Good on him. But here comes the Good Brothers. A high kick right there. A high kick to take him down right there. The Good Brothers are TNA World Tag Team Champions. They've been TNA World Tag Team Champions. They were IWGP Tag Team Champions. They've been building it. They've been through it. They've been through the wars. They've been through it all, and they've seen a lot of tag team titles in their days. And good for the Good Brothers, man, as being champions wherever they can go. And right now, they would love to be AAA Tag Team Champions. And Pagano and Psycho Clown have been tag team champions before. They've known it before. They had a reign of 287 days. Man, they had quite the reign for themselves. And a big kick right there that misses as Carl Anderson runs back into the ring here and says, I ain't getting hit by that. I'm not getting smacked by that. Hell no. I'm going to avoid that and run the hell out of here. But Psycho Clown was also a tag team champion with Negro Casas as well, too. And he knows how to be a tag team competitor. He's been a great tag team competitor. And the Good Brothers, again, for me, it's never seen them as a champion, man. That's crazy. Pagano was a champion with El Macias as well. So they've had different partners. They've been partners with different people. So nothing crazy, nothing wild, but it just goes to show, man. But the Good Brothers have never been a AAA tag team champion. So they're probably trying to see, is this a place where we want to be in? Is this a place where we can come in and kind of be like, you know what? We could take over. We could do great things here. And we could do whatever the hell we want to do here. And if they're able to get a win against one of the most impressive teams in all of professional wrestling when it comes to tag team glory, the Good Brothers, then yeah, why not? I mean, you'll see the Good Brothers as well with other talent as well that we've seen before in WWE, but we'll see more talent as well from the community creations area on MLW TV right here. Is this a cross promotion situation? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. I just want to fuck around with y'all, and we'll see what happens when you guys think about that. And a kick out by Carl Anderson. And Pagano telling Anderson, like, you're going to step up into it. And if we could kick off tonight with this tag team matchup, and right now it's building into something great right now with these two teams right here. A team that's never really been here in AAA to dominate or win titles. Like, it's a team that's dominated together and dominated separately in the tag team realm. And kick to the side of the head. Pagano's laid out right now. Carl Anderson says, go ahead, good brother. Let's get into this. Let's take care of business here. As the good brothers, the GBs, trying to handle the bad goddamn business, man. And Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows have been tag team champions as well in MLW too. They've held that gold as well. Those tag titles have come their way with the group of Contra. So I mean, would I love to see Contra invade AAA? Yeah, Contra against the Psycho Circus. Why the hell not? Why not? Professional wrestling be professional wrestling, you know. And Doc Gallows on his side right here is telling Pagano, "Hey, bro, you ain't gonna do much against me. Like, come on, stop playing these games with me. Stop playing this game with me." Doc Gallows, who by himself is also a pretty accomplished wrestler too, but him and Carl Anderson together have been a great pairing. Just a couple of their accomplishments, man. A two-time Raw Tag Team Champions. They've been Tag Team World Cup. Him and champions from Crown Jewel. He's been a three-time Impact World Tag Team Champion with Carl Anderson. Three-time IWGP Tag Team Champion, a New Japan World Tag League as well winner at that, and now an MLW Tag Team Champion as well with that. They've held titles. Again, this is a team that goes everywhere and holds titles, except for here in AAA. They haven't come here to AAA and held those titles. So you have to wonder to yourself, you know, is this their next in line? They love to go around the world, capture tag team titles, capture tag team gold. And right now, two guys who I think are like the gatekeepers here in AAA. They see if you're worthy or you're not worthy. In Pagano and Psycho Clown, those two guys are gatekeepers here, and it's one of those situations like, are they gonna let you into the building? Are they gonna let you go in that locker room and infiltrate and work right there, work their cities, work their towns? Again, these guys are staples of here. These guys are staples of Monday Night, of AAA. These guys don't want to go anywhere else. They're happy here. Hell, they might go on to a Raw or SmackDown just to have an appearance, make a show there. But these guys definitely pinfall, kick out by Pagano. But like I said, yeah, they are definitely keepers of the business here. And now picking him up here, Doc trying to pick him up with that pure power, trying to get him around the ring right here. And look at Pagano handling business, man. The man from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, handling his business here. And Psycho Clown right now is telling Pagano, you want the tag in? You want to bring me in? I'll break this fool. I'll break him. El Rey de Extremo, the Extreme King, El Noah Noah style. Man, I love El Noah Noah style. That's why I'm named after that man. But not the middle name. I was going to be named after the man who composed El Noah Noah, a song. More punches here. More punches being thrown here. And we know Pagano had a short reign, a short stint in MLW. Maybe this is a way to reopen this to him right now. Has been at AAA for as long as we've known, man. And just throw him across the ring. Yeah, why the hell not? He just threw him around like whatever. Here comes Carl Anderson, a great wrestler by himself in singles action as well. But a big knee there by Pagano. And now picking up Anderson. Oh, that knee, that shoulder, it's always one of those moves that definitely hurts being done to you. And here comes Psycho Clown, baby. Always excited to see Psycho Clown, man. Just his face being ripped off is one of those cool things that you get to see in professional wrestling. You can tell someone there's a clown around that rips off his face and still competes, and the wrestler just have to deal with it. It's AAA in a nutshell right there. And where's Psycho Clown going? Oh, he says, forget this. I'm going high risk. Look at that. Look at that. That to move around in that kind of move, and to do that, that's not easy. Not easy. I can't even do it on a regular chair, but not let alone fucking standing on top of that, trying to balance yourself out and doing all that situation. And more More slams there. Seen. El payaso ahí viene. Ahí viene Pagano. Pagano leg drop onto Doc. Doc taken out on that one there. Carl Anderson comes in to try to save him there and try to get a little bit of work there. Try to get a little bit of the work there. Pagano is trying to do his best right now with Doc Gallows in that one right now. As the Good Brothers are trying to take back control here against the Psycho Circus. And what's been a great tag team matchup. I expected nothing but that, nothing less than that actually. I knew how good these two tag teams are, and for us to see it here tonight, it's great here in a AAA ring. This is what I'm loving about our new open door, our new open window, our partnerships now, standing into it. Just get to see a different types of action than I didn't think I'd ever get to see. But we're seeing Pagano, and we're seeing Psycho Clown against the Good Brothers, and the Good Brothers laying down for Pagano here. And who knows what can be built off of this. Who knows if we'll see Contra against the Psycho Circus. I would love to see that. Shotzi Blackheart out here trying to take down the clowns, man. Down with the system. Down with it all. And it's all possible here on a takeover in Monterrey. Sorry, not Monterrey, in Mexico City. I'm about to get destroyed on that one right there. But a pinfall here. Pinfall, maybe the win. No, kick out. A kick out, my guy. It's a kick out there. And Pagano wants Carl Anderson to get up. Tell him, stand your ground, baby. I'm about to lay you out here. But Carl Anderson turning around. Maybe I'm looking for a magic killer for him and his partner, him and Doc, to hit that one right now. And more elbow shots here. And an uppercut to the back of the neck of Pagano. The man who is billed from Tokyo, Japan by way of Cincinnati, Ohio. Carl Anderson just got laid out by the man from Chihuahua, Mexico. The machine gunner right now having his battle against Pagano, man. The machine gunner and El Rey de Extremo. There's a punches right there. It's gonna go through that clown's paint. Look at that. And Pagano's like, all right, it's through my paint right now, so you asked for it. And there's a big knee, and that might have made Pagano think to himself, let's get in Psycho Clown. Let's see what he can do. Let's bring in a psicopata del ring, the psychotic of the ring. Totalmente payaso. Totally clown, man. This is him right here. Drop a big punch right there. This is in front of his home city here, Psycho Clown. I didn't want to throw that out there. You know, this is in front of his hometown. This is where he is from, but he's also from the Psycho Circus. But this is his birthplace. He was birthed and given life here in Mexico City. So for him, this is a big moment. This is a big spot here for him to come in and possibly get one of the biggest wins in his career. It's not a tag team title matchup. It's just against one of the better tag teams of our era here in the Good Brothers. They've been there. AJ Styles will tell you, yeah, these guys are one of the best tag teams out there. And look at Doc. Oh, Doc lays him out. Doc hoping for the win, hoping for the pin, but there's Pagano to break it up, man. Quick to break it up. Great job to break that one up there and save the match for the Psycho Circus. Saving this one right now. And you know he's proud of it again. Another guy who's worked for AAA most of his career here. Been here since 2006. It's been quite the journey for Psycho Clown. Yeah, he's dabbled with other people. He's been in the indies. He's been in WXW, Noah, Impact Wrestling. Impact, he was there for like a couple T, but still, you know. Same with Noah, he was there for a couple T. But again, yeah. And now Psycho. And now Spine Busters! What a Spine Buster. I love the Spine Buster. It's just always a great looking move if you do it right. Always a great one right now, man. And now smack to the head right there. And now Carl Anderson hoping to step into Mexico City here and beat their homeboy. Beat the man who's born here in Psycho Clown, hoping to beat him. And neckbreaker for the top rope right there by Carl Anderson. The machine gun got himself that, and that neckbreaker got a kick out by Psycho Clown. Kick out by Psycho Clown in front of his home crowd here, man. You know, that's building up to him. I know he's just a clown, man. I know he's from the Psycho Circus, but you know he also wants to show up here in front of his crowd, making the tag in now to Pagano. Now Pagano stepping into the moment here, and Carl Anderson getting smacked. But Anderson countering it back right here, and in front of your own tag team partner, wants to show you how good he is. And now back to arms, back to hands right there. Being tossed by the machine gunner. Machine gunner's like, I'm going to make a tag. I'm going to tag in my partner. I'm going to tag in my boy, my guy, the big doc, the big sexy himself. And now picking him up here. Oh, you're done. Big time plant right there. I don't think you're making that up. I don't think you're coming back from that, man. I don't think you coming back. And now chokeslam city time. Here comes the chokeslam. A chokeslam. And now Pagano though twitching it back up on him. And now wait, roll up by Pagano. Pagano says, I'm gonna get this one here. I'm gonna get this one. And Pagano gets the roll-up win and tells the Good Brothers, hey, tonight was not your night. And that's a big win here for them. It's a roll-up pin, but the Good Brothers like, we're not done with you guys yet. I hope they're not done. What a tag team matchup this was. And they're pretty much telling each other, we're not done yet. We ain't out of this yet. Like, this is just the beginning. And if it is, I don't know if it will involve teams like Contra stepping into it or the rest of the Psycho Circus, but a great tag team matchup, which I hope we get to see again, especially after this way. Look at this, Pagano getting the roll-up and Carl Anderson thinking to himself, there's no way he's not going to kick out of that. And what a tag team matchup this was. What a kickoff for night number 2 for AAA TakeOver Mexico City. Great time here, great match. Can't wait to see what else the show brings, but a great start to us here, and we'll see what's next for us. But don't go too far. We got another match. I know this match went 22 minutes, but don't worry about it. We got more. Are you ready for some more AAA action here, man, from Mexico City? Are we ready for this? Again, King of the Ring heavily inspiring us tonight because King and Queen of the Ring, the PLE is in a couple weeks, but we are here because we want to enjoy. We want to enjoy this. We want to see if AAA can make a statement at the Queen and King of the Ring tournament. And this is coming from the Queen of the Ring bracket. It is Reina de la Muerte ready to go. She was just in action last week in a great 3-on-3 women's tag team matchup where her and her squad were successful. Her, Bailey, and La Catalina were successful in their moments, and here they are. And this is again a huge honor for AAA to be mentioned, just to even get a spot here, to be in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. We understand how big of a responsibility it is, how we understand how big of a moment that is for these ladies. So definitely excited to be here for this here. And we're going to see Reina de la Muerte versus La Felina up next. And let's see, I guess, let's see how this matches up for Reina de la Muerte, because honestly, we haven't seen much of La Felina in here in AAA, here in our version here. We've seen training videos, we've seen those kinds of moments, but this is a bigger moment right now. This is a moment with pressure, because if you advance, you keep going, and you get a chance to compete for a championship at SummerSlam if you're able to win all of it. But if you can't win it, then that's where it goes. I think the fact that she hasn't had as much time in the ring is what can hurt her here. And there she comes, La Felina, coming in, ready to go here against Reina de la Muerte. There's no bad blood here, nothing like that. This is just a straight up match that's going to say, hey, who's going to advance in the next round? Who's going to face off in the next round. Who's going to get the better of who in this one here? As it's a 64-person tournament on both sides, both the men and the women's bracket. It's a winner or go home kind of situation, and yeah, it's pretty simple. And as for Reina de la Muerte, essentially Kiana James, Natty, those are going to be your moments. Those are going to be who you guys will be going up against. So those are the people that are going to be taking it on. We saw, we're going to wait and see for that match to happen between Mrs. James and Mrs. Natalia. We're waiting for that matchup to happen, and when it does happen from the WCW side of bracket, we'll know who will be facing who. And again, these matches happen throughout the whole week, and then I know we'll have a special edition coming up as well of Monday Night Raw. We'll have two Raws. We'll have it's a Monday Night Raw and a throwback stage moment for Monday Night Raw as well. And here we go. This is a great start right here for La Felina, who right now, Reina de la Muerte, I'm saying is definitely one of those up-and-coming stars here in AAA. And there's nothing that's shown me that she isn't. She's been doing her job. And what a moonsault there by La Felina. But this could be her moment to shine. Wait, a roll-up. Look at that. That's what can get her. That's what can get you really quick. The experience of someone like Reina de la Muerte, who's been in big matches here in AAA, against someone who's been studying right now, and she gets the matches where we're on the road here, or in the pretty much on the road here with AAA, and we don't have the televised TVs. She'll get those kinds of matches, but this is different. The lights are brighter. You got a commentary team. There's more cameras everywhere. A bigger crowd. You definitely have to figure out how you do in front of everybody. And for La Reina de la Muerte, she's got that down. I mean, either way, I don't think she would be worried about it. You know, she's literally the Queen of Death. That's what her name goes by. And she's going higher risk here. But look at La Felina running away from it. Smart move right there to get away. And what is this? A power bomb? Power bomb. Wait, no. Got her into that. And there it is. A roll-up right here. Trying to get the win already. And no. Countered it here by La Reina de la Muerte. No, and now La Felina with a kick out there. And again, like I was saying earlier, this is a tournament that features a lot of young talent, a lot of great names in it, and a great move right there to keep it up. But La Felina now fighting back into it here, and fighting and going through it. And look, you're going to win this matchup. Cool. You move on to a round of 32. You win your next matchup in the round of 32. You got to go to round 16. You got to win that one, and then you go to the final 8, and then you go to the final 4, and then you get the finals. So I'm not telling you to think too far ahead, but that's what your future looks like if you're able to win. You got to keep winning, and this is definitely one of the biggest king and queen of the tournaments that we've ever had. And great move right there. Great one right there. Felina trying to beat Reina de la Muerte, and that would be a huge upset here, but a kick out by Reina. And we are seeing Felina definitely showing what she's all about. Why AAA's high on her double foot stomp there. Why AAA's definitely signed her. And again, like we said, anyone here in AAA, you might not get all the TV time you need, but you give it that moment. This is your time to shine, and we believe everybody here in AAA can shine like that. And standing moonsault there. Standing moonsault. But La Felina right now wants to make it super kick city, and a kick to the leg here. And where's Reina going? Drop kick, springboard, drop kick. What a match from these two ladies here at TakeOver Mexico City, man. Ciudad de Mexico. It's a beautiful TakeOver event. This will be the last one. We had one last week. It's on part 2. And then next week, we will start having a Verano de Escándalo. Couple of episodes of those from that. Some big matches as well for that night. And Reina was trying to get about going higher risk, but I think she realized, no, I can't do that, because she got back up right here. And I could tell you a little about what we're going to expect next week on Verano de Escándalo. Escándalo. I can't keep singing my voice, but I can try. I'm not gonna sing. I'm just kidding. I don't want to burst your guys' eardrums. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Bless me. Thank you. That's one of the best NFL things I've seen too. And put up a foot stomp by la Reina de la Muerte. And Reina de la Muerte wants to put the finishing touches, wants to end this one. And what it is, it's going to be a submission. Look at that. That is the death. That is the Black Widow, but it is the touch of death right there. And it's only one way out of it, and that's by tapping out. And La Felina couldn't handle it. Reina de la Muerte victorious here, and she will advance and wait for Kiana James or Natalia. Yeah, that's who she would be waiting for, which you'll find out that answer after Takeover, because we have an episode of Thunder that will feature that matchup between Kiana James and Natalia to see who would be facing off against Reina de la Muerte. Unless I already did the commentary, I don't know, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We're doing this show simultaneously with Thunder, so I don't know which one gets released first, but we'll figure it out. We'll go from there. You're welcome. Alrighty, let's advance here to the next match. Let's talk about it. Let's get into discussions about this, because we like to do that. We like to do these kinds of things. Up next, it is another King of the Ring qualifying matchup here. It's actually the first one of the night, but not the first one in the whole basketball of the tournament. Laredo Kid, Mil Muertes, about to do battle. Mil Muertes has been actually, he's been a little bit, I'm not saying like he's a force of Mil Muertes. He is 1,000 deaths. But even his human vessel is starting to get tired of all this. But Laredo Kid tonight has said, you know what? A couple weeks ago, I was a little crazy, called myself Laredo King, and I would unleash Laredo King when I needed a big moment. So tonight, I'm going to release my real side, Laredo Kid, and let's see how he does against Mil Muertes. I don't know how it'll go for him, but definitely a ballsy move right here. Ballsy move to try to be yourself against Mil Muertes. As I wait for La Mil Muertes. He has arrived here to take over. Psycho Clown and La Parka. Psycho Clown and La Parka. It's a big one right there. Psycho Clown and La Parka. It's a big one. Those are the guys that will be waiting for these two right here. We don't know who's going to go on, but those two men will be waiting for the winner of this matchup here. I'm trying to remember. I haven't had that matchup yet between Psycho Clown and La Parka. Because Psycho Clown was in action tonight here in a tag team matchup. Him and Pagano against the Good Brothers. What a tag team match that was to start us off. And now the moment that we have right here, Laredo Kid and Mil Muertes ready to fucking do battle, ready to handle business. But before they do, I'm going to let them do their thing. But I'm going to talk about next week's show here. Our next show next week and what it entails for us. Verano de Escándalo. Well, actually, no. I'm going to actually talk to you guys about all the matches for Verano de Escándalo. It's going to be a big show. It's going to be a great time here. Next week, Santos Escobar will get his rematch for his what he calls his championship, his Latin American championship in a Falls Count Anywhere matchup versus Tristan Angels. Santos getting to choose it, and you know, with that being said, Santos Escobar is probably up to something there, and Tristan Angels better watch himself. We will also see Dave the Clown and Murder Clown against two members of the WWE roster. Rey Mysterio said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna bring a friend next week, and we're gonna face off against the Clowns because it's all good fun here, man. It's all good fun." The GM of AAA will be in action next week against the Dave the Clown and Murder Clown. We have a championship eliminator next week when the new, yes, that's right, the new Reina de Reina champions Raquel Rodriguez takes on Flammer, the former champion, in a championship eliminator matchup. We'll also see La Parca and Reina de la Muerte against the mixed tag champions of Miz and Maurice. We'll also see on this. This is all for Verano de Escándalo, by the way. Not all happening next week, but you'll have to wait and see for the next episodes. Nick Aldis is returning to AAA after having that tag team with Adam Pearce as the GMs, as he will take on El Tigre to show him beat him some respect into him. Macias will take on Rey Fenix, and then we're not being told what the other ones will be the other weeks of that. Okay, this should be interesting to find out. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens, but those are a couple matches to expect for Verano de Escándalo. As right now, Laredo Kid is taking it to Mil Muertes. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I jinxed the poor guy. Because now Muertes right now saying, I'm going to get the better of this guy and I'm going to throw him over. But look at Laredo Kid. He has come to fight tonight. He is showing his ability right now. He is fighting from the heart. He is, look, I know a couple weeks ago he was kind of a dick. But, you know, he said that's gone. That side of him is gone. And you're not going to see it come back for a long, long time. That's right, for a long, long time. And tonight he says he knows the odds are against him, but he thinks he can do it. He thinks he could beat Muertes. And Muertes right now he's got it's the spirit that controls him, but the body is still human. The body can still be broken. The body can still be wrecked. And what a power bomb though from Muertes. What a power bomb from him. And now try to go for the strike, but Laredo Kid quick to it, kicking and speed is good. He's using that well tonight here at TakeOver Ciudad de Mexico. And now what is Laredo Kid doing here? Laredo, dude, what is that? Oh, nice use of the springboard there to get a moonsault going, and you didn't even know what was coming. I thought he was going to stomp him with his feet, but no, he decided to drop a moonsault to Muertes right now, catching him off guard. Doesn't know what the hell's coming up his way. Great job by Laredo Kid right now, as he's been doing his best to keep himself afloat here. Know that he can't give any breathing room to Muertes, and look at that, he just gets up like nothing, and look at the power. But Laredo Kid goes after the eyes. He's like, hey, I gotta play a little bit dirty here if I'm gonna want to beat this guy. Can't play by the rules, man, especially against Muertes. Look at Muertes with big kicks. Muertes trying to get a foot stomp, but Laredo Kid gets a drop kick that takes care of business. But what is Laredo thinking now? What is he thinking? High risk maneuver, maybe a shooting star press. Oh no, he's asking for him to get up, man. Laredo, this might not be your best moment. You might want to just get rid of him right now. Laredo Kid walking the tight ropes. What a drop kick! He walked the tight ropes there and delivered a huge kick to Muertes, and a neck breaker there. A neck breaker and double foot stomp. He is attacking the head. Moonsault again, and the moonsault here. He's hoping that a lot of these moonsaults can get the win, and it's a kick out though by Muertes. Oh man, I was hoping, I was wishing you'd get that win, man. I was hoping that you can get that right now, and I was hoping that was going to be the one that takes us home right there. But Laredo Kid dominating right now. Muertes understanding how to beat him right now. Maybe he's figured it out, and maybe he's figured out with this package right here. And a package suplex. Laredo Kid, the kid from Laredo, gets the W, and he pulls off a huge upset against Muertes. How? Como es posible? I don't know, but the kid will advance, and he will wait the winner. He will wait for the winner of Psycho Clown and La Parca, because that will be his opponent coming up in the next round. So great job to Laredo Kid on the W here. And hell, you can't blame the kid. The kid's happy to get his W here and happy to move on to the next matchup for him. So up next, this is another Queen of the Ring qualifying matchup from TNA Impact. Mila Moore. And she will be going up against, the drum rolls please, La Catalina, and Mila Moore about to go in action for the first time here in AAA. And AAA is telling TNA, hey, look, you want to have a working relationship? You'd like to bring some of your stars here? That's cool. Bring them here. Maybe we can send some of ours to yours. It's not the first time. I mean, we're going to see one of their stars here tonight. No, not anymore. He actually lost. I thought we were going to see one of their stars here, but we're not. But Apollo will be taking on Aerostar. So, well, actually, Apollo is a member of TNA as well. He has been a couple episodes of TNA. So, again, we do share. We had Cedric Alexander last week, and we'll see if we get any more stars from Impact Wrestling coming down to AAA, or if any AAA stars will go to Impact Wrestling, to TNA, making a pun, make the Impact in TNA. And this is a star on the rise here in AAA. Got a chance to speak with her before the match. Got a chance to ask her, let's say you make it far. Let's say you win this tournament. What title are you going for? What title will you choose at SummerSlam to go after and main event it there? She was like, look, if I'm able to do that, that's huge. This is a 64 person tournament. So I got to get a lot of wins against a lot of great established names. I'm not saying I can't do it, because I can do it. But I know what title I'd go for. But I don't want to jinx it. But I think everyone knows that I would want to put AAA on the map again here. And if we can main event SummerSlam, why the hell not? So let's see what happens as a big opportunity for both these women here in the 64-person tournament for the Queen of the Ring crown. And La Catalina and Mila Moore going at it right now. And then the winner of this matchup is going to end up facing Fallon Henley, who defeated Jordynne Grace on WCW Nitro. A lot of the Grace fans, the Gracies, are a little upset right now about that loss. And Jordynne Grace is not able to pull out the win, man. I'm trying to, like, we get to see her. She's not pulling out the wins, but Fallon Henley picked up the win. And now one of these ladies will be facing off against Fallon Henley in the next round. And Mila Moore going to high risk. Oh, leg drop, nothing there for her. Sorry, as La Catalina was able to get out of the way. And La Catalina definitely wants to show why there's a lot of prospect in her, why people expect a lot from her, and why there is so many eggs in the basket of hers, and why AAA management feels strongly that she could be a game changer here for AAA. Now getting the pinfall here. Getting a pinfall kick out there, though, by Mila Moore. And La Catalina, I think she's a little shocked. I think she thought it wasn't going to be like that. She was thinking maybe a 1 or a 2 count could get me there. But Mila Moore surprising her right there, telling her, don't sleep on me. And she's doing a little bit of taunting again. It's some of the experience and inexperiences that she does have in the ring. She should go after and taking care of business. I mean, earlier we saw Reina Muerte, who got tagged up last week with La Catalina and Bailey, and they picked up a win. And that one, who knows what it was? Maybe it was all three of them. Maybe Bailey's leadership helped the squad out to get the W. And right now, La Catalina, I feel like she could put this match to bed if she wanted to do it. Face buster down in the center of the ring. Mila Moore, no disrespect right now, but you got hit with that face buster as La Catalina going high risk. This is a jump here. Splash that went nowhere as Moore was able to double up the knees and hurt La Catalina. I think Mila Moore saying, don't sleep on me. Yeah, this is AAA's like #1 prospect, but don't sleep on me because I could get there. I can make that step up, and I can embarrass your future prospect right now with a drop kick that knocks her out. Both women are down right now, trying to see who will be the first one up. Mila is making her way up now, standing on her legs, body dropping her back body on the back of La Catalina. Not afraid to feel a little bit sore tomorrow, are you? And Mila Moore going again. Oh, she went for the trust fall. I gotta tell you, that's always dangerous when you're doing that cannonball backwards, because you don't know your opponent's gonna move, and then next thing you know, you're just meeting it, and you get instantly hit. A bad case of whiplash, and you don't want that. You don't want that at all. Trust me. And not Catalina going for a pinfall right here, hoping that maybe with that fall that she had earlier could take her out of the equation, but Moore kicking out at 2. And again, thank you guys. If you are watching it to this point, thank you guys for watching AAA TakeOver CIUDAD de Mexico. Thank you guys for watching this so far. Still got a couple more matches here. A huge main event. A huge co-main event, actually, too. In the Cruzero's Championship on the line. In the ladder match, Apollo Cruz will be taking on the man that won a #1 contendership matchup last week in Aerostar when he beat Cedric Alexander. So Apollo and Aerostar for the title tonight. And in the main event, OG Americano with Julio and Bruto to take on Bravo, Rayo, and El Grande Americano in a huge 6-man tag matchup that has implications for that mask versus mask, sangre versus sangre. It allows pretty much the winner to choose whatever type of match they want. And Mila right now, hoping that could have been enough. She's hoping for those. She's hoping those strikes were enough, and then it's enough. And then Catalina kick out. That's why AAA management's high on her. She finds a way, even when it looks like she might not have a way out of it. She finds a way to survive. And now Mila striking right here, but it's a good fight from Mila Moore tonight here. And Mila with the springboard clothesline. It's a good fight from her tonight. She is definitely not just sitting back and letting Catalina take full control of this matchup. She is definitely giving her a fight, giving her something to remember her with. Catalina getting used on the springboard here as, oh, look at this. Springboard right to the top rope right there, and a backbreaker right there. Technically, when you fall backwards, you're falling on the knees. And again, a roll up, and Catalina trying to go for a shoulder block, but Moore was able to get out the way. Moore with some strikes, Moore with some punches, Moore with some kicks to the bottom of the legs, taking out the knee pads. Punches and breaking the arm here and taking down Mila Moore. Mila Moore is taking down Catalina here. I didn't think I'd see this. A big punch right now. This would be a huge upset in the world of AAA right here. The young star, the promising future of AAA right now, having a rough battle here as Mila Moore calling up for Catalina to get up, and she's getting up right now. And Moore went flying with that cross body. Don't think she got all of it, but she got enough to take down Catalina as Cati is down. Cati is down, and right now, Moore from TNA Impact looking to come in and make the big change, but a face buster by Catalina. And now she's going high risk, and I think she might be thinking of that splash. Big splash, game over. Get that pin. Get that pin. And she's going to run to the pin now. She knew she had to get it. I don't know if she hesitated a little bit too long. No, she didn't hesitate too long. That took her out, and Mila Moore out of the equation, out of the tournament. Catalina will move on, and she will be taking on Fallon Henley in the round of 32. That's going to be a great matchup right there. Two different futures for the divisions. A lot of people believe Fallon Henley can step out and outshine the rest of her group in Fatal Influence. Meanwhile, Catalina definitely a high prospect in AAA. But something's got to give next week. We'll see who's already a step above the other. And a great matchup this was. A great showing for Mila Moore. Nothing wrong with it. Take it back. Take that. Take what you got tonight. Take it back to TNA and do a great job. Like I said, we've had some TNA influence here already. Got some people from TNA coming down. And Catalina making a big win here. AAA's Bright Star gets a W. And we'll let the next things happen. We'll let everything play out, but it is time for the Cruiserweight Championship. Let's get it. Let's go. Here we go. Apollo, Aerostar. There is a size difference here between these two men. But hey, Apollo does fit the bill of a Cruzeiro apparently here in these rules. Somewhere the rules got lost. But look at Apollo doing a little bit too much taunting, and Aerostar is going to make him learn that lesson real freaking quick. And now Apollo telling him, you want to get that ladder involved? Okay. But look at there again. I'm not a man about looking at the size, looking at all that kind of stuff right here. It is definitely a situation here, and we will see what the disadvantages here for Aerostar against the champion. And right now, Apollo Crews is in the advantage of it all right now. You're the champion. You've had some rest. You had last week off. You got to enjoy some of the beautiful things out here in Mexico, and you got to see some of the great stuff right there. And yeah, like, you know, that helps out so much. It sounds so simple and so easy, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. And Apollo Crews right now, it's got the power here. Look at that right there. Not even focused on grabbing the ladder. He's focused on hurting up. Look at that there. Look at that, man. He's focused on hurting Aerostar. He is focused on making Aerostar not capable of competing in this match, so that way when he goes for that damn ladder, he takes care of business. You know, it's a power and athletic ability of Apollo Crews, and Aerostar trying to get the goddamn ladder. He's too focused on that ladder. I think he's thinking, hey, if I can get this ladder, I can outspeed Apollo and climb up there. You know, but Apollo has been a focus of it, man. He's been focusing on him, you know. And Apollo brings a completely different physical presence to AAA, man, than anybody else right now so far. You know, Aerostar is spectacular, and he is representing the risky side, taking a risk in Lucha Libre. But Apollo right now, he's come to AAA, won the Cruzeiro Championship. Yeah, he took it off of Chase. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Chase was a interesting champion. How he was a champion, I'll never know. But he had the title on him. So, you know, you had to respect that, I guess, in the least part of it. But we are seeing a new dawn for the Apollo era here. And remember, he beat Chase in the rematch. He defended his championship. This is not Apollo's first title defense. He beat Chase in the rematch, and he kept his word, and he retained his title, and he made it known that, hey, I don't mess around when my title's on the line. And, you know, the question is, can Aerostar keep moving here? Can he keep moving? Because right now he's been trapped by Apollo, and Apollo's dominating. Look at Apollo bomb, baby. He took you up there and brought you down. You know, and again, definitely the size disparity has been a factor in this matchup. I think Aerostar should have not been focused too much on the ladder. He should have been using his speed, doing kicks, doing some springboards, and some dives to frustrate Apollo in this one. And, man, Apollo right now is showing the dominant side right now that he's got. And he didn't even do it. He didn't need to do high-risk moves or anything like that. He's just showing his power, his more power than Aerostar. A different type of cruiserweight, I guess. You know, cruiserweights here and AAA are definitely in the Lucha Libre style. But Apollo said, look, I'm going to be that odd one out. I'm going to be different than you guys, and I'm going to dominate here. I'm going to figure it out. And the one thing I know about Apollo right now is trying to prove that he belongs in AAA. Not only did he walk into this building, become a Cruzeiro champion, defend the title, and now here he is again in another ladder match. But look at Aerostar. Aerostar's reaching for the belt. Aerostar is reaching for the belt while Apollo was trying to build a ladder on the outside to take more to get some more punishment. Oh, that's a drop right there for Aerostar. See, that's where Apollo wants the match to be, where Aerostar is breaking his body, dropping from distance, and springboard. There it is. There it is, man. That's what Aerostar wants from his match, his point of view match. He wants it to be fast, unpredictable, and completely out of Apollo's control here, man. And Aerostar, there you go. There's the kicks that I was talking about. Start doing those. That's going to get you there, man. And right now, I don't know if this is desperation of Aerostar now, feeling the weight of it. But here he goes, high risk. And here goes Aerostar. Oh, no. It was a phenomenal move, but it did not connect. And that's one of the dangers of taking it to the sky against somebody as strong as Apollo Crews. Apollo can get out of it right now. And again, back focus on the ladder. And Apollo, though, suplexing Aerostar. And Apollo trying to prove that he belongs here. And And this is a perfect test for him. I know Chase was our champion for the Cruzeros, but I don't think Chase embodied the Lucha Libre style like Aerostar does. And Aerostar does just that. And this is the perfect test for him because, you know, he's experienced. Oh, it's Aerostar going high risk, and he got him there. Got him with that springboard hurricanrana. But Aerostar is a perfect test because he's experienced in the Lucha Libre style, and he's willing to take enormous risks to beat anyone to get what he needs. And Aerostar has described himself as a high-flying and full of risky offense as the center of his evolution of the Lucha Libre. Man, this guy has been that guy. And look at Aerostar going back again after falling down. He is going back up again and getting dropped again. Apollo says, why would you do that? Why would you do that, man? Apollo came to putting the body of Aerostar to risk. Oh, God. That's a big body coming down your way, Aerostar. The ladder broken in half just like Aerostar. My God. You're breaking him off like a Kit Kat bar. But Aerostar just got some sort of adrenaline, like they just shot him in the heart with adrenaline. And adrenaline. Now Apollo gets up and says, they shot me with that same needle. What are we watching? An AEW match? No, I'm just kidding. I love it. It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. But what a moment right there to stand up back right after that. And Apollo has come to AAA. He's proving that he belongs in AAA. And he wanted just an opportunity to show he's just as good as anyone, or if not better. And he's been able to do it. And right now, taunting a little bit on the outside. Aerostar focusing on the ladder, but he just saw Apollo coming back in. And here we go. Apollo. The whole locker room is probably watching right now. They're like, okay, now he's actually facing off against a luchador. Like someone who's got great potential to do more. And right now he's probably looking at this right now. They're looking at this like, okay, Apollo is actually holding his own right now. And with the size disparity, definitely also another thing to be discussed right there. And Aerostar making his way up there. And look at Apollo telling him, don't even think about it. Just don't even think about it. Just stay down, buddy boy. And Aerostar, though, saying, look, you're trying to use your power on me. I got to find quick hits, quick punches, quick everything to take you out, man. This is a classic battle of power against speed. And that's another big-time bomb right there by Apollo. Is Apollo feeling confident enough to say, you know what? This kid's going to be down. He ain't getting up. He ain't getting up. Apollo now putting the ladder there. Apollo looking like he's in good shape to get up there. Getting back his Cruzeiro Championship. Could be moments away here as Apollo reaching. Apollo ground top down by Aerostar. And Apollo feeling the hurt of that one. That is the risky part of these ladder matches. And Apollo have done a couple in just a couple weeks. Definitely a brave choice by this champion. Apollo Crews with a moonsault there. Saw Aerostar down. Not paying attention. And now Apollo Crews maybe looking for the Crews Nation bomb. No, he's looking for another one. He's looking just to show his dominance and his power. And he's got him there. Just tosses his body like nothing, brother. And now what's Apollo thinking here? It's steel chair again. Try to break it to the body of Aerostar. Going swinging, and Aerostar says, let me get the hell out of that. I don't want to get smacked by you. And now, what is this? A chop, a smack, and look at him. Aerostar, one last desperational move right there. And hoping that could take it to Apollo as Aerostar trying to climb the ladder. There is definitely a little bit of hesitancy right now because every time he climbs that ladder, he falls real hard and he falls. What is, oh, wait a second. No, not going after the ladder. Aerostar, that's a risky move. Don't do it. Oh, no, he saw Apollo get back up, and as Aerostar, he's climbing down. He's learned his lesson. But Apollo now climbing up, and Apollo telling him, I'm going to get my ladder. Oh, no, he dropped down now. That was a kind of a questionable decision by the champion. Aerostar using the springboard, but I think he came up a little short there. But he's feeling good, though. He's trying to get the crowd behind him. Aerostar trying to figure one last moment, one last ditch effort here to try to get this W. And where is he going? Where is Aerostar going? Apollo's standing right up. What are you doing, man? Yeah, that's what happens. Apollo takes him out. Apollo trying to go for a neck breaker, but a drop kick was delivered by Aerostar. So both men went for 2 different offensive moves, canceled each other out, and Aerostar gonna, out of that confusion, out of that chaos, is gonna try to capture the Cruzeiro Championship, and I think he might just do it. I think that's it. I think Apollo's reign ends here tonight. Oh, Apollo saving it at the last minute, but Aerostar now, what do you do? Go after Cruz, or Cruz is selling it. I think he's coming back down. All right, and Apollo and Aerostar having themselves quite the matchup here for the Cruzeiro Championship. Aerostar going back up again. Says, I got to go for it. I was seconds. I was close last time. But Aerostar, no. Aerostar, what a move. But Apollo gets out of the way. Apollo now. Gorilla Press Slam. And turns it into a standing moonsault. The champ, but look at Aerostar getting back up. I don't know what is in his mask. I don't know what is in his heart, but he is showing right now toughness. And toughness might get him the championship. That toughness might be enough. Yes, Aerostar is about to become the Cruzeiro champion. And that's it. Apollo's reign is over. Aerostar wins. And the reign of Apollo is now over. That is a huge win. Great job, Aerostar. Congratulations. He came up and fought the monster. And great win for him. Great job. It is Aerostar. A big 3-on-3 tag main event, as this is now time for the main to have it to close out TakeOver Ciudad de Mexico. And here it is, man. And here it goes. Grande, the original Grande Americano, and his boys Bruto and Julio taking on Rayo, Bravo, and Grande Americano here. As in a couple weeks, more like a month or so, we'll have the Grande Noche de Grandes, where we will see the mass versus mass match. But the winning team tonight, well, technically, whoever wins this one of the Grandes gets to choose it. So let's say the OG Grande wins, he gets to choose whatever type of matchup he wants. The Grande Americano that you see right now on the outside gets the W. He gets to choose a matchup for that one. It's a mask and match, but there could be another special type of match. Hell, you can make it Extreme Rules, last man standing. You can make it whatever the hell you want to make that match happen. And there's a pinfall already trying to get this win here. Why did he break it? I guess he broke it up because he said, hey, look, we're okay. We got to beat him down. The boss wants it. And I don't know who these wrestlers are or where they came from, but they definitely came to support Rayo and Bravo here. They definitely came from the inspiration of Rayo and Bravo. So I'm not saying that there's definitely thievery at display here, but there's definitely thievery at display in this one right here. And a huge move right there. Great one right there for this squad here. And what's going on here? He's got something here. He's picking himself up here. And there's a kick to the side of the head. Remember, winning team gets to pick the stipulation for the mass versus mass match between Grande Americano and OG Americano. And great, again, look at that. That is some nice maneuvering there by Bravo on the outside, while Rayo and Bravo on the outside handling their business. The Grande Americano on the inside is getting kind of beat down right now. And the fans here in Ciudad de Mexico rallying for Grande Americano. Not the OG one, but that one right there wearing the green, the red, and the white. That's what it is all about here, man. Smacking it. Mantis-like style, baby. Mantis-like style. There's great action going on right here, guys. on the outside. It's just a lot of action to call. It's a lot of craziness to go through it. And I don't know what kind of matchup. I mean, you could pick whatever kind of matchup you want. You're here in AAA. I'd say choose an ambulance matchup if you were to win this. And then that way, it's done. You put him in an ambulance. They tie him down. He can't run away. You take off the mask. And for anyone who doesn't know what the mask versus match is, it's essentially the loser is going to remove his wrestling mask and reveal his identity to the rest of the world. And we'll all know who he was. And it could be classic. It could be cinema. It could be everything you want it to be. An ankle lock on the outside. An ankle lock on the outside. And oh, pounce right there. And it goes back to save him, though, again. These are teams right here. And does that mean in that Master versus Mask, will we see the end of Julio and Bruto? Or will we see the end of Rayo and Bravo? Or will they have to also unmask? Right now, the only thing I know right now of any unmasking would go to Rayo and Bravo. They would be the only two that have to unmask, from what I've been told. But again, anything is possible, right? Anything can happen. And now, what a suplex there. A suplex that definitely took him off of his boots. Definitely rocked him. Definitely gave him something to think about. And definitely changed the name of the game here. And another suplex there yet again. Suplex Cities, baby. That is what it's all about. And if you've made it this far to this video, thank you guys. Thank you for making it all the way up here. Hopefully you do want to subscribe and watch more. As you can see, we release a video almost every day about different episodes and whatever. Who was that? Oh, here, come through, my guy. Come through and start making moves here. As Rayo saying, I got this. Or is that Bravo? No, that's Rayo because it's on his ass pants. And the OG Americano has got the leg here. He's trying to break the legs here. Oh, here at TakeOver CIUDAD in Mexico, man. And another swing right there. No. But next week, join us here in AAA as well. We'll have Verano de Escándalo. We went over some of the matches earlier. Definitely some bangers of matches that could come out of nowhere and surprise the rest of the world here. And that's always AAA. That's the great part about us, man. We do whatever the hell we want whenever we want it. I mean, I'll give you the match that will kick off next week, a championship rematch in a false count anywhere matchup. Tristan Angels taking on the former champion Santos Escobar. Escobar got to choose the match, so you know he's got something up his sleeve. And I don't think it's the Garzas. He's trying to stay away from them. You guys just lose. All you guys do is lose and disappoint me. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if that group is for sure done or what's going on. But we are seeing right now an elbow strike right there. And right now a pinfall coming down, but there's Grande Americano to make the save. And OG striking Grande Americano. That's a big clap right there that knocks him out. And look at this. Oh, geez, look at this burning hammer. Oh, no, I thought we were going to see the burning hammer. No, we didn't see their burning hammer. We saw something else completely different. But right now, this squad of the OG Americano, his squad is dominating right now. They're taking out Rayo, Bravo, and Grande. And there's a pinfall there, a kick out. Man, they're fighting. They know what's at stake here. Rayo and Bravo both know what's at stake here for their guy. Hey, a championship matchup where now he gets to control what kind of matchup it's going to be. So definitely don't want to lose that for you. And a kick out there again by Rayo. Rayo doing whatever he can. But Julio and Bruto are just too much. These guys, look at the size of these guys compared to Rayo and Bravo, man. And there's using that springboard smart right there. Use anything you can. And a standing moonsault to the original Grande Americano on the outside. This is all good moves. This is everything you need it to be right now. And you're doing just that here. Attacking him, man. Just keep attacking him, I guess. That's all you could do here. Just keep attacking him. And trying to get that kick right there, but no. OG steps out the way as the Grande Americano on the inside. He just got power bombed. And we're trying to break the arm. Yeah, break the fingers. Yeah, break the fingers. Break them. Break them. Break them. Break them. And knees to the back right there. And the fight now goes into it with OG and Bravo. And you have Grande Americano on the inside about to get that message, that lesson taught. But look at this. Using the ropes. Are you kidding me? And a stop right there as the Grande Americano in the green pretty much saying, yeah, this is it. We're going to build our momentum here. This is where we need to change the matchup. But no. And again, it's all out chaos. All for the chance to see who gets to pick the stipulation for that mask versus mask match between the OG Americano and Grande Americano. Yet to see what happens there. And right now, Rayo and Bravo trying to change the course of this matchup, but I don't know. But everyone's got a dance partner here. But look at that Bravo. Look at Bravo making moves. But a suplex that the Grande Americano just got suplexed out of his boots. What the hell is he doing? What the hell? What kind of he was like pounding? He was like ready to. I don't know what he did. He was celebrating a little too much there. And right now, oh, great kick that knocks him out. Yes, let's go. And right now, the team of Grande Americano has it going. And oh, dodging it. OG dodging that one. And how good is OG at, man? How good can OG be? And get the leg up right there. Hurt the knee. Hurt the knee there. You got some power going on over here. And again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched this whole episode, if you watched last week's episode of TakeOver as well, thank you guys for doing that. Leave a like. Please subscribe. Helps out a lot. Makes everybody feel a little bit more special in their tummies and in their saliva glands and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. But sometimes things don't need to make sense because we're a little awkward here. That's what makes us cool here. And a pinfall on the inside, though. Rayo trying to get the win. Oh, trying to help out his squad here. Get the win, man. And I thought he could do that. And what's turning into a pretty fun tag team matchup here. But now I think they're starting to feel the pressure of, hey, if we lose the matchup for our guy, we might feel the blame for them losing their mask. And definitely he's trying to swing away here, but no swinging away. A clothesline that knocks it care. That takes care of business right there. And now flying high with the headbutt. Let's go. Rayo on the inside trying to get the pinfall. But there is a breakup of the pin there, man. There's the breakup of the pin. Not allowing anything to happen there. Not allowing it to happen. And now elbows to the arm right there. And now Rayo again trying to get a pinfall again. Now kick out. Come on. Bruto and Credo are surviving. Or Julio or whatever they want to go by the name of it, man. Shoulder block, and there's a moonsault. Great combination there from Rayo and Americano. Great combination. While on the outside you have Bravo handling the OG on the outside. This team is getting it together. Again, these guys get along very well. We've seen them in action a little bit more than we've seen the other team. But there's the OG tossing Bravo out of the equation. As Grande going higher risk, trying to fly here. And OG steps into that one. And with a shoulder block that knocks them both out. And a pinfall. Maybe the win. But there it is, broken up real quick right there. Still surviving for now. Still surviving for now. And Grande's doing battle. Big time kick. Grabs the head right there. And they are looking good. They are feeling well right now. But now, oh, look at the power again. Drop the whole body, but Rayo with the headbutt. And a pinfall, though. A pinfall on Grande. There's two pinfalls going on. And a kick out on the other side by the OG Americano. This is where you have to trust your teammates are going to do the right thing. Grande Americano. You have to trust that Rayo and Bravo will get you there. And breaking that one up right now. Bodies being tossed. Bodies thrown everywhere. And now Bravo, with the help of Americano, distracting it here. I can't tell if that's Bruto or Credo. That's the thing. I can't tell who is who. And a pinfall, a baseball swing of the bat there. That knocks down Bravo. And a kick out by Grande, though. Americano still showing he's got something in the tank, man. But that would have been everything OG Americano would have wanted right there in that moment. Bravo now striking. Wow, it came close. It came close. I thought we weren't going to see. Look, I didn't think he was going to be able to kick out, but he did kick out of that one. He did step out of that one. Oh, my God, man. My God, my God. This is a interesting matchup right now. And a chair shot to the back of the head of Americano. And now you've got Bruto and Credo standing up right here. And now they're going after Bravo. And now Bravo getting suplex out of his boots. Standing moonsault and a headbutt. Both collide to Americano in the ring right now. And again, a kendo stick. This is a 3-on-1 mugging in the ring right now. And Poison Rana on the outside. Rayo knocked out from that one. And right now, this isn't where they want it to be. This isn't how they want this match to go. They want to do better than this. But right now, they're definitely feeling the pressure. What a DDT there by Americano. And now he's got the kendo stick. Bravo and Americano up top right now. And there's OG Americano getting strike with the kendo stick. Oh, man, the pressure is mounting here. Who is going to take that big move? And look at the strikes of the kendo stick here. It's Bravo, Rayo, and Americano taking the momentum here. And wait a second. Look at this. Americano. Golazo. Golazo way. No mames way. With a great kick there, but Americano now. Flipping him. Oh, no. I got something happening inside. The action's everywhere right now. Cameraman's distracted everywhere. As, oh, no. Power bomb dropped into it all. And big time clothesline. Jesus. Wow, that was a clothesline that would have made JBL jealous. And oh, kick out, a kick out by Bravo. Yes, he's keeping himself in this one right now. But on the outside, oh, he's going after Rayo's arm. And oh, 450. No, a 450 from the masked luchador. No, Julio Credo got the win for his squad. Oh, come on. And now OG Americano will get to choose the stipulation for their mask versus mask match. And I don't like that for Grande. But what a show this was. Thank you guys for joining us. If you made it all the way to the end, thank you for your time. We're out.